Welcome to Restorative Yoga for Hips. So props that I recommend you grab today, and what I'm grabbing are lots of pillows, a couple of very sturdy pillows, lots of extra blankets, as well as a strap-like prop. So you can see that I grabbed a scarf. In addition to that, you may also want to have a chair at hand, depending again on how your body is feeling today. Maybe any last adjustments for the props, building up that ramp. And then take this opportunity to get into some comfy clothes, grab some tea or some water. And once you feel ready, let's get started. Make your way onto your mat, taking this initial opportunity to make sure that your ramp is giving you support here. And as you explore this, just coming to the breath. And then grabbing your strap and looping it around your left foot. And using the ramp as support here and the strap, drawing that foot a little bit closer to you until you begin to feel a bit of a sensation in the back of the leg. And then when you're ready, cascade that leg off to the side. You can see that I have found a pillow. You may not need a pillow, or perhaps you'd like a little bit more support by stacking several pillows here. Feel free to take a moment to tune into your body and decide what alterations to the props you'd like to make here. And then allow yourself to sink into this pose, allowing your breath to come to a natural rhythm. Allow your breath to elongate here, taking deeper inhales and exhales. And at your next inhale, drawing that left leg back up Maybe taking this opportunity to engage in a stretch. You can drop your foot down. And if you're using props, whatever those props might be, moving them to the other side. And then when you're ready, twisting off to the opposite side. And observing any sensations here. You may find that this is not right for you, and if that's the case, feel free to release from that twist and just cross the ankles. Taking a few more moments to play around with prop adjustment or a different variation. Before allowing yourself to give in to the support of the props here. Again, taking your attention to your breath. Certain things come up for us in these poses, allowing us to experience those things and then always coming back to the breath. Back to the breath again, gently elongating the inhales and exhales. As your next inhale, drawing that left leg back up towards the ceiling. Again, maybe enjoying a stretch here if that feels good. And then when you're ready, dropping that leg down, coming into a reclined tree here, taking that left foot and finding the position on your body that feels good for your hip. Perhaps you even use a blanket or a pillow to rest the knee on. Maybe the left foot comes to the ankle, the shin. Anywhere on the inside of the leg that feels good for your body. Allow the hands to drape alongside the side body. Taking this last moment to make any adjustments. Coming into the sensation of the support of that left knee. beginning to draw in a deep inhale and a long exhale. And when you're ready, gently raising those feet up, drawing knees up towards the ceiling, removing that strap. And then getting ready for Gurudasana or eagle legs. Now you have a few options here. Depending on your hips and what feels right in the body, you can cross that left leg over the right leg, using that ramp as support. Or if you find that that's not right for you, go ahead and push yourself up to a seated position, spinning round and bringing your back onto the floor and using that ramp to support as you cross your left leg over the right. So again, choosing your variation. Exploring what might feel right for you. Maybe if you are choosing to use the ramp, taking a blanket to support your shoulders and head. Allowing that inhale and that exhale to come to a natural rhythm. Inviting a longer inhale and a deeper exhale as we slowly begin to release from this pose. And gently pushing ourselves up to a seat. We were using the ramp to support our legs. spinning round. And using the blankets to support our legs here as we prepare for a reclined bound angle. So this can be really nice support for our knees. You may find that the blankets are unnecessary, and if that's the case, you can remove them. Either way, taking those feet together, exploring how much support you would like for your knees and thighs. Reclining back to feel the support of the ramp. Maybe sipping some water, some tea. Allow our breath to be the center of our focus. Acknowledging any sensations in the body and always feeling free to make some minor adjustments. natural rhythm of your breath. Perhaps inviting a deep inhale, a nice long exhale. And drawing your knees together. Maybe a stretch here. And take those legs and extending them straight out. And getting ready to explore the poses on the opposite side now. Taking that strap, wrapping it around the right foot this time. Building up props, if we like, on the right side of our bodies, so as we exhale, dropping that leg down, we have support here. Perhaps a pillow, blankets, or perhaps straps or props are not necessary here. Listening to your body. Also feeling free to try something and then realizing that maybe you would like a little extra support here. Whenever you choose, taking this opportunity to settle in. attention to your breath here. Drawing in a deep inhale and a nice long cleansing exhale. When you're ready, feeling free to inhale that right leg up towards the sky. Maybe stretching here. moving and maneuvering props around if necessary, as we twist that right leg off to the left. And just a reminder that if this twist is not right for your body for any reason, the option to cross the ankles is a great variation here. Taking a moment, finding what's right for you and your body. And then giving in to the support here. Draw in a nice deep inhale and slowly release for a cleansing exhale. Gently lifting that right leg, engaging in that stretch if you like, drawing the toes towards the forehead, or getting ready straight away for Reclined Tree. Grabbing any props, moving any props around that might feel good. Perhaps a pillow underneath the knee, perhaps one blanket or two, perhaps no prop at all. Taking that right foot and placing it anywhere on the left leg that feels right. And as we give into the support of the pose, maybe observing any sensations that are coming up for us in this practice. Inviting a recognition of those sensations, giving them a label, and then coming back to the breath. bringing your attention back to your breath. Drawing in a deep inhale and exhaling. And when you're ready, preparing for your expression of Gurudasana or eagle legs. Again, your options are perhaps just crossing the ankle or going deeper and crossing the right knee over the left. But if you'd like some support from the ramp, you can spin round, bringing your back down to the earth and using the ramp for support of the legs, so wrapping that right leg over the left. You may notice here a pretty big difference between one side versus the other. When we have these experiences, sometimes it's easy to pass judgment. For example, that's tight. It's not as good on this side. But see if you can let go of that and simply observe and label and come back to the breath. Here to draw in a deep inhale, and a nice cleansing exhale. Getting ready to gently release, no matter which variation you've chosen here, drawing knees towards your chest, be rocking side to side. Maybe the knees are wide here. If you're using the ramp, gently coming up to a seated position and pushing yourself away. No matter which variation you're choosing, at this moment, remove the ramp off to the side and grab your blankets and build those up here. This will provide lower back support for our supported bridge pose. And again, you have the choice of deciding how much support you'd like. Maybe being curious here if this is your first time. Starting high, maybe working low. Those blankets should rest in the small of your lower back, and perhaps also down to the sits bones. Perhaps your arms go wide here. Perhaps your knees fall together. And as you explore this, perhaps taking note of maybe you've got the blankets too high or too low. Feeling free to make any adjustments here before settling in. If you feel as if you have the support that you need here, allowing your breath now to come to a natural rhythm. Reminding you that it's okay to fidget and it's okay to make adjustments. attention now to your breath. Drawing in a deep inhale, filling up the lungs, and exhale, emptying out as much as you can. Allowing the breath to come back to a natural rhythm. Coming out of this pose, gently rolling off to the side and using your arm to gently push you upwards. Perhaps removing blankets if you've got a bunch built up until you just have one. This can serve as a pillow. And then bring yourself close to the wall. And playing around with the distance that feels right for you. And then taking your right foot to rest on your left thigh. And again, perhaps you find that you need to move a little bit further away. You can play around with the straightening and bending of the left leg. And you may find also that, this wall variation isn't working for you. Perhaps there's not a wall close by. And that's when you can use a chair. Keeping at least 2 legs on the mat to avoid slipping. And again, resting that right ankle over the left thigh. Playing around with what feels good here before allowing yourself to completely give in to this body position. Maybe your arms go wide. Allowing the breath to move at a natural rhythm. Gently taking your attention to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inviting deeper inhales and longer exhales. And then when you're ready, you can gently release your figure four, taking your feet, extending them towards the ceiling, and with an exhale, opening up the legs. With an inhale, drawing back towards center. Moving with your own breath with an exhale, opening up the legs. With an inhale, drawing them through center. One more time with an exhale, dropping the legs open. An inhale, back towards center. I'm getting ready now for a figure four on this opposite side. Perhaps you were using a chair in the last variation or the wall and you want to try something different. Feel free to do that. Again, maybe making note of how one side feels different than the other. As that left ankle now comes to the right thigh. Allowing the breath to come to that natural rhythm. Perhaps observing any differences. And then allowing yourself to come back to the next inhale. Attention to the breath, drawing a deep inhale and a long exhale, preparing to gently release from this pose. With your next inhale, extending the legs up towards the ceiling, and with an exhale, opening up the legs to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, opening the legs. And then with an inhale, bringing the feet down to the earth. And with this next pose, you can use the wall or you can use a chair. And a blanket can come in handy here as a pillow. You can rest both legs on a chair, or if you'd like, spinning round if you're not at the wall. Making it so that you bring your sits bones as close to the wall that is comfortable, and sending both legs up towards the ceiling, resting against the wall. And you can decide on how close or how far away you go here, depending on what feels right. You can bring your sits bones all the way up against the wall, or you can push your sits bones several inches away. Maybe using a blanket to support the lower back. Feeling free in these moments to play around with what might feel right in the body as far as distance from the wall, bend of the knees. Once you have explored, inviting you to find a place of stillness and allowing yourself to come to the breath. perhaps wiggling some fingers and toes here. Inviting a deep, long inhale followed by an exhale. When you're ready, maybe stretching here, drawing knees towards your chest or reaching up towards the ceiling. To get out of this pose, gently rolling off to the side and pushing yourself up to a seated position. And getting ready for our final pose, Savasana. So if you have a chair, maybe taking this opportunity to move the chair, maybe moving pillows out of the way or collecting pillows. If you'd like to build up a bolster-like prop underneath the knees, maybe taking a pillow or a blanket to have it rest underneath the shoulders. Maybe taking a blanket and draping them over your legs. Coming into a supported Savasana. Taking your attention to all the places where you're feeling supported, whether from a blanket, a pillow, or the earth. And allow yourself to give in to this support. As you allow your breath to come to a pace that is natural. Invitation to bring the attention back to your next inhale. And the freedom to stay in Savasana as long as you need. and always coming back to the next inhale. With my deepest gratitude, I'd like to thank you for practicing with me today.